Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's project is this one. How cute is this card for Halloween? We're going to be using the Spooky Halloween bundle as well as items from the Spooky Sweet Suite from Stampin' Up! So if you want to see how to make this card, please keep watching. So to start our card, we're going to do a little bit of die cutting first. There's not a lot of stamping to this card, but the die cuts really make it stand out. So we're going to be using the Spooky Halloween dies. These dies are super cute. Not only do you have dies to cut out the stamped images, but you have these really cool standalone ones like the house and the bats, which is what we're going to be using for our card. You could even stamp the little characters if you want and die cut them, but for this card I'm just going to use those two dies, and we are going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to be using the Don't Worry Eat Sweets stamp, which I already have on a block. We can do that quickly first. I have a strip of basic white. I like to line it up with my grid paper to get it straight as possible. And we're going to be using Memento ink. You can use whatever black ink you have. I don't think that's inked up very good. I'm going to line it up just like that. And then it's a little crooked, but it's fine because we're just going to cut it out. So all I did was take my paper snips and just go as straight as I can and just cut those pieces out. And that's it. So then for our house, what I did was I took a piece of Daffodil Delight and also a piece of basic black, and we're going to die cut this house twice. Or no, we're not. I'm sorry. We're not going to die cut the house twice. We're going to die cut the house once with the basic black, and then we're going to layer this behind it. I'm also going to take the bats and die cut them all at the same time. I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you how to assemble everything. So I've die cut everything. I lost a couple of the little pieces, which is completely fine. I'm going to show you how I put this together. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool, and all our dies have these cool little holes in them, and you can just poke and your pieces, that one just pops right out. So we got two bats there, and then our house. I'm going to pop those pieces out. We don't need those. And any little pieces that didn't come all the way out, just pop them out just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to glue down our house onto this piece of Daffodil Delight, and it's going to look like they have the lights on. So all I did was take some liquid glue and just little bits. You don't need a ton of this, just enough for this to stick. You don't want everything to like squirt all over the place. Just a little bit, a couple pieces, and then we're going to just stick it down. And then to get that effect, I'm going to take my scissors again, and we're just going to fussy cut around. So now that's all cut out. It looks like that. I'll flip it over so you can see I wasn't perfect by any means cutting all that out. I just made sure to keep everything within the windows. So now I have a piece of Granny Apple Green that I embossed with the Soft Waves 3D embossing folder. Love that folder. It gives it's just a very subtle little background for our card. And then I have a piece of Petunia Pop that measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and that's where we're going to layer our designer series paper. So then I just have this strip here of the Spooky Sweets designer series paper. This measures 1 1/2 by 4. My liquid glue I put away already, so we're just going to use some seal for that. And we're just going to put that down on the left side of this. And then I have a piece of the Petunia Pop designer series paper, the Spooky Sweet, that's what it's called, but it's the scene. So there's a big scene in there. I just cut a little piece off of that measures 2 1/8 by 1 1/8. And then I have a piece of basic black that is 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. We're just going to layer that on. So it's just 1/8 of an inch bigger than our designer series paper, just to give it a little bit of a border. And then we're going to layer that on just kind of in the middle. And I didn't put this down yet because we're going to put on a piece of the Petunia Pop ribbon that is part of the suite. Now my little trick for ribbon is I like to put seal on the back and stick the ribbon to that. So we're just going to put our seal down, stick our ribbon, and just wrap it around. And then I can put this down onto our piece of Granny Apple Green. So then for the rest of these, I'm going to grab some dimensionals, also some mini dimensionals. If you don't have mini dimensionals, you can cut these up and make your own. And that's what I'm going to use for our sentiment and our bats. You could also use glue dots, whatever you have on hand. Pop this one up. And then also with the bats, I think I'm going to use the glue dots just because it's a lot of dimension going on. So I'm going to put a glue dot right there. Put another one here. And then we can put down our sentiment. Make sure you get it right. So sweets is the last word there. I want to put that there. Start with the don't, put that just like that. And then worry should be this one. Or eat right there. And then to finish this, before we put it on our card base, I'm going to grab these Shimmer Star foam stickers. And you can use whatever color you want. There are white, Petunia Pop, and black. I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to do white on this one. I did Petunia Pop on our sample card. But I think I want these to really kind of stand out. That one there. And then we can put this down on our card base. So for our card base, I went with basic black. Oops, that happens sometimes. Still stick down just fine. And then because I'm using basic black, I have a piece of basic white that measures 5 1/4 by 4 that we're going to put on the inside. Unless you want to write with maybe a white gel pen or something, but I always forget about that. So I like to put a piece of cardstock on the inside so I can use whatever pen I can grab. And that is our card. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not quite ready for fall or Halloween, but I do suggest ordering your Halloween products now to get them in time to send them out to the kids in your lives, your family, your friends. If you'd like to order using me as your demonstrator, just click the link in the description of this video. All the supplies I've used are listed in the description as well. Like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.